My 2 cents, motherfucker.
What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Big changes are coming for ABK, and everybody is speculating. I didn't touch any bit on this topic because I've made a couple of topics already about ABK's future with Psychopathic Records, the possibility of him leaving, and what the fuck is going on with Shapeshifter. I've made all these videos, so I didn't even touch on it. However, I saw a Faygo Lovers post for Replicon Radio who interviewed ABK recently, like really fucking recently, like Sunday or Monday. It's, Wednesday now. And I ended up going to their YouTube channel and watching there. And for the first time, I'm actually going to plug that YouTube video versus Faygo Lovers. Nothing against Faygo Lovers. The audio was a lot easier to understand on the YouTube video than the actual sound bit that was used for Faygo Lovers' post. I'm going to go ahead and link that in the description as well as at the end. Starting out at about the 33-minute mark of the video. The 33-minute mark, 23 seconds, that's where you're going to want to start. That's where ABK is going to touch on everything with Shapeshifter. He's going to touch on recent events like why he wasn't at the march, why he wasn't at the surprise show in Columbus, or why he didn't perform and take part in the cipher that they did, because he was actually there. He goes into detail about all of this. He goes into details about upcoming albums that have been pushed back, that everybody's been wondering, like, what the fuck is going on. Even shed a little bit of light on, like, his stances with Psychopathic Records, and even goes a little bit into kind of his business stances as far as Native World goes. That makes sense. That makes me more or less come down to the question of would ABK go to Magic Ninja Entertainment? And that answer is I could see it, and that's because ABK states that he invests. He invests the money that he gets. So if he's on Psychopathic Records, the albums he's putting out, the tours he's doing through them, the money he's making, he's putting back into Native World. If Psychopathic Records isn't doing anything with ABK, he's not able to do that. So to answer that question, to put those 2 cents on that question, yes, could see him going to Magic Ninja Entertainment. However, in this interview, you actually hear ABK in good spirits about his relationship with Psychopathic Records. You hear him chuckling a lot. He mentions it's all love, that he has every intention of being on Psychopathic Records, but there's just nothing being done with his projects. He's got oodles of projects that should have come out by now. Have-nots being halfway done. Fucking Possessed, that was supposed to come out before Medicine Bag, being 90% done. Of course, Shapeshifter, that everybody's been waiting on. He answers everything in that interview, and that's where I'm dropping in my 2 cents as a fucking juggalo, okay? Not some hater stroking his fucking beard on a live stream. As a juggalo, I'm saying, what the fuck is Psychopathic Records doing? And I think I know what they're doing. Well, I'm speculating what they're doing, and I'm definitely coming out and saying, as a fan, as somebody who likes ABK and would like to see these projects come out, y'all need to fucking show the love to ABK. It seems to me right now their focus is on bringing in new artists. No offense to Young Light or to Light. I actually dig Light. I liked his EP. I'm a fan of his. I haven't even given Ouija Mac a whole lot of a listen. I've listened to a couple Swag Tooth songs now. Not impressed with that one. And obviously they did Blase Rose. I did like her EP. I still do like her EP. Obviously she's been dropped off the label, but it seems like that seems to be their direction as far as artist projects coming out. Obviously hopefully they wouldn't keep Big Hoodoo on the back burner, but from the way I understand it listening to this interview, when it comes to studio time or when it comes to getting beats for projects, ABK is getting left high and dry. That's strictly coming from his mouth. Like I said, link in the description at the end of the video. You can go listen to it for yourself. I'm not fabricating any of this shit. I'm not speculating about any of this shit. This is him giving his side of the story of what's going on. It's basically a tell-all interview like we got from Violent J with Faygo Lovers. It's telling the situation that's been going on. So I'm saying, as a juggalo, man, Psychopathic is fucking up when it comes to ABK, and I would like to see that stop happening. I would like to see ABK be able to put this shit out, because I've been waiting for Shapeshifter. And actually, one of the things he was stating, I don't know if this has anything necessarily to do with why it's not come out, but he had some production from Joe Strange when he was an engineer for Psychopathic Records. Of course, he's got the production from Young Wicked, and at some point he had Straight Jacket work on some shit, and Straight Jacket left Native World and is now working for Psychopathic Records, and ABK can't even get beats from him anymore. Obviously, that's not them saying, no, you can't give him beats, but they've obviously got Straight Jacket probably busy on other projects, as we know. And this is one thing ABK mentioned, is the fact that when Killa was trying to work on Shapeshifter, he was trying to get beats from Young Wicked. They had him working on Killjoy Club. He eventually worked on The Marvelous Missing Link, Lost and Found. We know that he did the audiobook. We know that he put out his own album. So basically, when it came to ABK wanting to get the studio time, wanting to get these beats, it was, no, he's busy. No, he's busy. This is everything that I'm gathering. This is how I'm interpreting it from ABK. And I know I made a video stating that I would like to see ICP focus more on ICP. But in that same video, I also said not to leave these artists high and dry, because I don't want to see that shit happen. I would actually, if it came down to it, and they're not going to focus on artists that they have, and they're going to focus on ICP, which I would ultimately like to see more of, then they got to do something with these artists. They got to be okay with them going to Magic Ninja. They got to be okay with them going off and doing their own thing. And ABK seems fucking ready to do that. So the big changes he's talking about, who knows what it is. He seems to want to stay with Psychopathic Records, but if they're not going to do nothing with him, then I'm with him. He's got to make changes to better his situation, whether it be with MNE, whether it be just doing it strictly through Native World, which obviously money from Psychopathic Records goes into Native World, so that's probably a little bit more difficult. I honestly see him possibly signing with Magic Ninja Entertainment. He did mention the fact that him and Blaze want to do some drive-by, some new drive-by, and the drive-by show, he said they did that out of, old school love, because they just need to get that old school love feeling back with everything going on this year. So as far as everything with ABK and Psychopathic, from what I'm understanding, man, they've got to stop doing this shit. They've got to, right now, this is the time to put albums out, put music out. Let ABK get the studio time. Let him get these beats. Let him get his shit out, especially if it's going to come out on Psychopathic Records. That way you can take all the fucking shit talkers saying the Psychopathic Records ain't doing shit. Unleash the Killa. Let him fucking put this shit out. Most of these haters are still going to hate, but at least the album, or the label, looks good having all these projects come out. That's exactly what MNE is doing. They're pulling a Strange Music card, consistently putting out shit. So as far as that goes, Psychopathic Records, dude, wake the fuck up. You got great talent in ABK, and unleash him. Fucking unleash him. So this was I'm titling this as a My Two Cents, but this almost comes out more as a what you're thinking about. But it's My Two Cents on the ABK situation, the ABK speculation of what the fuck is going on. This is everything I'm taking from it, more or less presenting you with what I've understood from that interview, and then giving my input on what I think needs to happen. Psychopathic needs to wake up, do something with ABK, or ABK, man, I would have no hard feelings if you went to MNE. That's exactly how I feel. So go check out the interview if you have not listened to it. Then come back here, drop your thoughts down below, and let's talk about it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.